Hey guys, weekly field walk here. We're gonna start and just take a look at the new babies we got here. Is it focusing right? All right, I'll open the door here. So we have 3 hens that actually decided that they were gonna sit on eggs this spring. 2 of them down here. I think between the 2 of them we've got 10, 11, 12 hatched. Then we've got a 3rd one up here, the latest one. In fact, just hatched one baby this morning. Oh, maybe another one. Hold on, kiddo. Oh goodness, another one hatched just now. Look at that. Brand new baby. So, there's the newest one. Wow, that's great. Okay, and I think that's the one that hatched last night, or that one, but she's got a few up here. She actually adopted some ducks that we hatched inside too, so look at that. So we got 3 good mama hens there. These guys, these are the chickens and ducks that Marcy hatched inside, and then we moved out to that little coop, and the ducks themselves, it looks like we're getting all female ducks, which is great. Very different colors here, which is cool. And then we've got our chickens. I think there's 10 of them there that she hatched, and 3 out of the 10 are roosters. One of them is actually trying to, oh, come here. Sorry, I saw a nice blue butterfly. One of the roosters is actually crowing now, which is pretty cool. This is the greenhouse. Things are a little overgrown in here because of how warm and wet it can be. Whoa! So this is our next set of lettuce transplants. I have seeded up some cabbage there. We're seeding up a whole lot more in the next few days for the late summer, early fall. Hi, Daisy. There's a donkey. Let's see. So I'm gonna go out here and go through the tunnel today. I'm on my way out to get cilantro cut for shares. Everything's really dry here, which is so strange after the June that we had where we were flooding like crazy, but that's how things go. This is the tunnel. You'll see here that we've actually got many tomatoes that they're doing great, and they are strung up. We've got them on these strings here up, hanging from the top, and we've got 1 round of clips on them, and as they grow bigger, like those over there, are going to need to be clipped a little more. We're slowly getting them up. So this tunnel is tomatoes right now. That's all we've got in here. Got to do a little bit of mowing just between the beds. There's weeds, but we'll get to that. Not a huge deal. We still have a lot more stringing up to do. We had some die off right here in the center, but that's just because we had an irrigation line break. But no worries. It's actually twice as much still as what we had in there last year, so that's going to turn out well. The next few weeks here, we'll see those things skyrocket up. Like I said, I'm just going out to cut cilantro, so I'll walk you around the field here. Straight ahead there, you can see those patches that are just exposed dirt. We've gone through and cultivated any of the spring crops that we had out there. And I had been promising beets at least, but I went in to look at them this week, and anything that was growing through the rain and now the dryness has been eaten right down by the deer, which I know every year we have a problem, and every year we try something new, and we are trying something even newer now. We have some coyote urine we're going to hang around the area, plus we're slowly getting a fence up. It doesn't completely prevent the deer coming through, but it will be a help. So these will all go into plantings for the fall here in the next week. We're gonna let them sit and not let anything grow in them. This is looking wonderful. This is all of our squash, summer, winter, pumpkins. It's looking great. In fact, I know we've got fruit on these things, just not quite big enough yet to harvest. I don't remember the exact ones I saw them on, but these are the zucchini right now, and I expect to have fruit on zucchini and our yellow summer squash here. Oh, there, see? Right down there, we've got a zucchini growing, and I will bet, I don't know, who knows how fast zucchini grows, but with the little bit of forecast of rain we have this weekend, I'll bet that that thing is ready next week for picking. Yeah, so these plants are looking great. They're loving it. We got all the weeds knocked down around here. You can see there's a bigger zucchini in there. So once, give us a week or two, these things are going to be popping like crazy. Further out, like I said, we've got yellow squash, we've got patty pan squash, winter squash, we've got spaghetti squash, acorn squash, delicata. I'm missing one. Spaghetti, acorn, delicata, butternut squash, and then way on the far end is some carving pumpkins. We're still trying to see if that's going to be feasible to have people come out, but man, I'm seeing double the amount of fruit on these things as I did just yesterday. This plant alone has 3 that I think we get a little bit of water, we'll be harvesting next week, so that's good. That might mean that we actually have some of our own zucchini in shares next week. Now, speaking of that, you'll hear it again in the share packing, but we are feeling the, quote, heat of June with its way too much water and then really hot days. Here, you can see what I was talking about with the deer. We got footprints, and they're just going through and munching the tops off of all the beets that were, about a foot high. It just upsets me so much. But anyway, we are seeing the damage that the June with the rain and the heat caused. Tomatoes and established plants are just loving it, but the greens and the things that we do by seed were either flooded out or covered by weeds that grow so fast. And oh my goodness, look at that. Let's see, not quite ready, but if you watch this, you can see these tomato plants are loaded. We're just waiting for the, development and the coloring. Every day there's a couple more that are starting to color. We're starting to string them up. Well, not starting, we have strung them up. We're getting further on in there. But anyway, what I was saying is that one of the dilemmas we have now for the next couple weeks is that the damage is already done from the flooding and the, well, I guess it wasn't really flooding, but the saturation of the soil with that water and then the heat. So harvesting right now, we have beans. The peas are done. It's just how it works because this time of the year it's too hot for them. But we have harvested beans, so we are going out and bringing in oh, I saw something fun. Sorry for the distraction, but this is absolutely wonderful. Looky there. That means next week we might have sun gold tomatoes in the shares. Yeah, they're all starting to color, so this is a good sign. So yeah, our summer crops, oh, so good, are doing great. It's just that those greens, they couldn't take the heat or the overwhelming of the water and the rain, or in the weeds. So we're in a really bad lull right now. However, we're supplementing. Tim over at Broadview Farms and I have been trading crops all season, and he's going to help us out for the next few weeks so we can get our shares filled. But oh my goodness, there's just so much good stuff here. So I'm going to go harvest the cilantro. We'll finish over there. These are some of the beds that just couldn't make it through that heat and all the water, so we've plowed them under, and we're going to give it a second attempt. You can see even our tomatillos are just covered. It's great. just got to wait for them to develop. We got ground cherries there. They got tons of fruit on them. Again, just give them some time. But wanted to go through with everybody. Cucumbers getting ready. We've got, gosh, 200 feet of cucumbers there. And we actually have eggplants that we're letting get a little bigger, and then we'll get inside shares. So that's where we're at. Wanted to show everybody what's going on. And I was talking about that fence for the deer. It's gonna go right there, continue on from the corner there. It should stop them up a little bit, but that's the deal. Gonna harvest the dusty cilantro now and then pack shares. All right, bye.